It is windy and loud out here, so I don't know how long I'm going to film out here. But I know it's been a while since I last updated. The 2 video a week thing is not working for me right now. On this truck. Farm life, tractor going by. But I am probably going to try and do 1 a week if I can do that, if I can manage that. It's just a little harder than I thought it would be. But today we're doing another pregnant and planting. Still very pregnant, still planting. So we will show you updates about the seeds we started about a month ago now. We started them Valentine's Day or the day after Valentine's Day. It is now March 10th. So about a month ago. They're doing really good. I love the new grow lights. And I want to show you my husband's garden too. Here we have a seedling update. I might need to turn off the purple lights. I know it kind of makes it look funky. But they are 3 weeks old, I think. Most of them. Some of the tomatoes are a little bit older than that. I turned off the purple light, but I think I made it worse because now it's just dark. But hopefully you can get a little bit of an idea of how everything is looking now. The whole top shelf is full. If you follow me at all, I only got 1 of the new grow lights. So because we are trying to keep the garden fairly small this year, we only did 1 set of grow lights. Next year we're going to do a top and bottom situation so that we can have a lot more. Next year we're definitely going to grow the garden, but this year this is about all I'm doing. I haven't counted everything yet. I like to wait to do that until I know that they're all going to survive. But I had really terrible germination with my peppers this year. You can even see here a lot of them are at different stages because I replanted, you know, like that one and that one are originals, but then I had to replant a couple. They just really did terrible. Here's another look at another set, and again, really not good germination. I did use older seeds, but usually that hasn't affected it as much as it has this year. So anyway, I just restarted more in that one, but it might not be a great pepper year. Everything else did fairly well. You can see all the squash and zucchini are getting gigantic. They are about ready to go out, but we're not that close to last frost date yet, so they will just have to hang out there, and I'll have to keep fertilizing it to keep it alive and hope for the best. But I mean, worst case scenario, these are so quick to germinate and grow. I can grow 1 million of them if I need to. It worked out well too because the grow lights are a little bit longer than my shelving unit. So I just have like an ottoman. Oh, hopefully you can't see that private information. We have an ottoman here that I've just kind of propped up. I need to do a better job. That I've propped up a couple seeds. I potted this tomato up, and I kept these over here because you can see it's not getting great light, but they haven't germinated yet. Once they germinate, I'll move them more under the light. Another thing I did, because maybe you can tell here, but the grow light that I had gotten really only covers about 2/3 of the shelving unit. So I ended up putting one of our old shop lights that I had been using on top right at the end, just to kind of give a little bit more light. It doesn't do much, but I think it does help cover so that we can get the full shelf, because space is very limited. You might be able to tell in here, but a lot of the squash are already trying to put out flowers. I think I am going to pull them off, just so that they don't waste their energy on flowering yet, because we're still, I think, 4 weeks away from when I'm going to plant them outside. And I just think they will do better. It's always hard to do that, but I think in the long run it'll probably be better for them. All right, over there is my husband's gigantic raised bed. I don't even know the dimensions. It's like 20 by 20 or something ridiculous like that. Last year we worked on filling half of it. We only really needed, oh, I hope you can hear me in the wind. At this point, you definitely could not hear me, so I cut all of my audio out. But here are a couple clips of what the garden looks like. Like I was mentioning, we only filled half of it with dirt. The half that is full of dirt we use for potatoes, and that is what my husband had been working on yesterday. The other half he uses for corn. The seeds for that and a lot of the potatoes have not come in yet. He was just kind of getting everything ready. So he put some clay breaker and a little bit more topsoil and some fertilizer on top, and that's what you kind of see there. And after a couple days he will till it all in and hopefully fix a little bit of the compacted soil. Getting the potato bed ready. Can we help you? It is so windy outside, I just had to cut filming short. There's no way you can hear me out there, and it's kind of a disaster. So this might be a shorter video. What I had wanted to show, I have been hardening off my seedlings. I've been letting them out for about half an hour each day. It's been really beautiful outside. It's been really warm and nice and springy, but today it's so extremely windy, they wouldn't have stood a chance. They would have broken totally in half. But I will have footage of that. I do have it on my Instagram, so definitely check out my Instagram if you like to see happy seedlings outside. It looks so pretty and springy, and I totally have spring fever. But I hope that was a little bit helpful and insightful for what we're doing and kind of how big our garden's going to be. It's going to be a lot smaller than usual, but that's okay. It's still pretty big by other people's standards. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.